Hi, this is Jarrod. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you like this content. And if you would like to support my channel, I'm going to be covering my annual Triple Crown full card soon. So if you head over to the runawayhorse.com, click on my sales page. My Kentucky Derby full card will be available in a few weeks. Now, in the last 22 Triple Crown races, I've given out 9 winning trifectas and 5 winning superfectas. And in that Triple Crown full card for Churchill Downs for the Kentucky Derby, you're going to get a lot of analysis of each horse, all the prep race recaps, a lot of information in there, bloodlines information, post position analysis, just so much more, wagering strategies for all the races, including trifectas, superfectas, pick 3, pick 4, pick 5 wagers for those full cards, pick 6 as well. It's going to be available Derby, Preakness, and Belmont Week at the runawayhorse.com on my sales page. So check those out. Keep supporting my channel, and good luck at the races. This is Jarrod Horak for the runawayhorse.com, and I'm back with my 4th video for Kentucky Derby qualifiers. I looked at horses that qualified through the Louisiana Derby and Bluegrass Stakes in my first video. I did the Will Memorial, Jeff Ruby Stakes in my second, the Florida Derby, and Arkansas Derby qualifiers in my third. Now I'm going to look at the Santa Anita Derby qualifiers for the Kentucky Derby. Now, if you're interested in purchasing my Kentucky Derby full cards from Churchill Downs, Pimlico for the Preakness and Belmont Stakes Day from Belmont Park, you will be able to find those at the runawayhorse.com on my sales page. Those are annual products that I've been covering for many years. I've had a lot of success with wagering strategies on those Triple Crown full cards. And for the Kentucky Derby, right now, if you want to pre-purchase that full card, the Kentucky Derby analysis has been started. I don't have my wagering strategies done yet. I'm waiting for post positions to be drawn. But after they're drawn, I'll finish that. So I have a PDF file with a lot of the analysis already done that I'll send out if you pre-purchase that right now at the Runaway Horse on my sales page. And then after they draw the post positions, I'll complete my wagering strategies and a few other things. I'll send that file out, and then I'll complete the rest of the full card from Churchill Downs that day and get that to you as well. So go on over to the runawayhorse.com and click on my sales page if you're interested in any of that information. Now, I cover full cards from Santa Anita Park each day, and each day that they run, you can find those at the runawayhorse.com on my sales page as well. Now we'll do a recap of the Santa Anita Derby, and we had a bit of a surprise there. It wasn't a shock that Taiba won the race, but it was a surprise because he had only had one career start heading into the Santa Anita Derby, and that was on March 5th at 6 furlongs at Santa Anita, and he dueled on the lead, and he pulled clear, and he won by more than 7 lengths. It was a visually impressive score, but it was asking a lot for him to face seasoned stakes rivals in his second career start, going from 6 furlongs to 1 1/8 on April 9th after just breaking his maiden on March 5th. And he was up to the task. He stalked outside under Mike Smith. He was able to wear down Messier, and he won nicely, going away by a bit more than 2 lengths. It's only a 6-horse field. There wasn't a lot behind Messier, even though Happy Jack finished 3rd. He also qualified for the Derby, but this is going to be a different situation in the Kentucky Derby. There's no question he's fast enough on paper, and he should sit a good trip if he breaks well. But then again, that's no guarantee. In a 20-horse field, what's going to happen? A horse that's so inexperienced. Now, we saw Justify, very lightly raced, unraced 2-year-old for trainer Bob Baffert, win the Kentucky Derby. And Taiba used to be trained by Bob Baffert, but Tim Yakteen took over the training because Bob Baffert runners were banned, or Bob Baffert was banned from running in the Kentucky Derby this year. So they had to switch trainers to qualify, and they did just that. Tim Yakteen used to be an assistant for trainer Bob Baffert, and then also for trainer Charlie Whittingham back in the day. So Tim Yakteen, he's had a lot of experience. He's been out on his own since 2004. He's a good trainer, but this is still asking a lot of this horse to just jump in after 2 races. Now, is he going to be, we've seen some Santa Anita Derby winners like Justify. Will he be like Justify and just win again and just keep on winning? Or is he more of a horse like Roadster, who was lightly raced, and he was able to win the Kentucky Derby? He was able to win the Santa Anita Derby in similar fashion as Taiba, where he was able to pull away late, but then he really didn't do any running in the Kentucky Derby. I don't even think he's won a race since the Santa Anita Derby. So will Taiba, which way will he go? Will he be more of a Justify, a superstar, or is this too much too soon and then he'll never recover? We're going to find out. They paid $1.7 million for him, and he really ran well in both of his starts. And if he gets a good post and he has a clean start and sits another good trip, maybe he can win the Derby, but that's still asking a lot, 2 starts just to be ready to win the Kentucky Derby. Now Messier, he's probably the horse to play out of the Santa Anita Derby just because he has so much more experience and he's very talented in his own right. He's run 6 times with 3 wins in 3 seconds, and he's won a couple stakes races. He won the Bob Hope Stakes last year, Grade 3 at Delmar at 7 furlongs, the Los Alamitos Futurity. He was a bit too keen in that race. He wouldn't settle for trainer Flavien Prat when they put blinkers back on, and he was his second beaten a length by Slow Down Andy. Now Slow Down Andy came back and he won the Sunland Derby, but then he's come down with a fever and he's not going to run in the Kentucky Derby. But Messier this year has been pretty good, especially in the Robert Lewis Stakes when he was able to get out there and set the pace. He won by 15 lengths, and that was one of the fastest prep races this year for the Kentucky Derby. And then last time he did the pace dirty work with Forbidden Kingdom in front, Messier chasing that one, and then he took the lead and he looked like he was going to pull clear, but Taiba ran him down late. He was 10 lengths in front of Happy Jack, the show finisher. So Messier, a lot of talent, and maybe he's one that wants to get out there and set the pace. Good pedigree too, Empire Maker the sire, Smart Strike the dam sire. So Messier was bred in Ontario, so he's one. We'll see how he does on the Triple Crown Trail. Maybe they'll go to the Queen's Plate with this one because he is an Ontario bred. We'll see. But either way, Messier, if he can get out there like he did in the Robert Lewis Stakes, they might not catch him in the Kentucky Derby, but maybe that's his best chance for the Derby, maybe to get out there and set the pace and just get brave and just keep on going. He's certainly fast enough, and he's going to have to run a bit better than he did in the Santa Anita Derby, but that was his first start since February, and I could see him improving second start after a layoff in the Kentucky Derby. The distance is the big question. He's got a lot of talent, and if I had to play a horse out of the Santa Anita Derby, I would feel more comfortable playing Messier because he has so much more experience than Taiba, and I could definitely see him turning the tables on that one on the first Saturday in May. Now, right now, the horse he's sitting number 20, the last Kentucky Derby qualifier, is Happy Jack for trainer Doug O'Neill, who's won the Kentucky Derby a couple of times. So Doug O'Neill knows how to win a race like the Kentucky Derby. This one won his career debut at 6 furlongs, and then they threw him right into the stakes races in each of his races. The Robert Lewis Stakes, he was drubbed by 27 lengths. Messier won that one. And then he was third, beaten 10 lengths in the San Felipe. And then in the last time in the Santa Anita Derby, he was third, beaten 12 lengths. So he is earning improved speed ratings, but he hasn't been close to the top horses in the division in Southern California. And now he's going to have to meet a 20-horse field, and he's going to have to run the race of his life. They keep throwing him in these spots, and he tries hard. He's owned by Calumet Farm, and he's got a nice pedigree, but he seems a cut or two below the top horses in this division. But he is in the Kentucky Derby with 30 qualifying points. So that will wrap up my look back at the Santa Anita Derby. And now my final video for the Kentucky Derby qualifiers, I'll take a look at the horses from the UAE Derby and then some of the horses that are on the bubble that need a couple of defections to get in. So until my next video, good luck at the races.